What's up, Eagles fans? Welcome into the All-22 review. I'm Fran Duffy, and today we're going to look back at the Eagles' important win here against the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium on Sunday afternoon, and we're going to start with the game-winning play. Let's take a look at Jalen Hurts. His 7-yard run came on a quarterback draw. We're going to take a look at some of the aspects that made this play work, how they set it up earlier in the game. Let's take a look at exactly what went into the game-winning play. All right, let's take a look at the QB lead draw that we saw from the Eagles a handful of times in this game against the Colts. And this is the opening drive. You're going to see Jason Kelce and Miles Sanders lead block. You've got a stick route on the backside here for Jalen Hurts. But I think ultimately this is just a design draw play. Jalen Hurts is going to follow his blocks, get downhill for a first down. That's the opening drive. Later in the game, same kind of look, right? You've got Boston Scott in the backfield. You still are going to have that stick route. The linebacker, he doesn't know if this is a pass play. He doesn't know if this is a pass run option. He doesn't know if this is a designed run, but he has to respect that stick route. You see Jalen Hurts following his blocks. Following his blocks, he gets inside the 5-yard line. Now, the game winner, same exact look. Running back next to Jalen Hurts in the backfield. He's got to respect that backside linebacker, that stick route. Look at the C's part here for Jalen Hurts. He doesn't follow his blocks because that's running into the teeth of the defense. You can see everything open up, and Jalen Hurts runs into the end zone. And you've got, again, look at that wide open hole. The linebacker doesn't know if this is going to be a run or a pass. He has to be ready on 3rd and 7. You got to be expecting pass at that point. That's why he's got his eyes on the tight end. Jalen Hurts takes off for the touchdown. All right, so the quarterback run element, obviously a big part of this Eagles offense, and you can throw in the run-pass option plays as a big part of that as well. Now, Jalen Hurts, he is excellent at running these RPO plays, whether he's handing the football off, keeping it for himself, or throwing it to one of his eligible receivers at the short and intermediate parts of the field. Now, one thing you don't often see here from quarterbacks around the NFL is their ability not just to throw that first read in the RPO, but get to the second read. We saw it here in this game. We've seen it some other important areas of the field so far this season. Let's take a look at one good example here from Sunday. One play that stood out for the Eagles in this game was just Jalen Hurts' ability to get to a second read in a progression on a basic RPO. You look at this, it's a basic slant route off the RPO, but with that taken away, he gets to the second read in the progression. You don't often see this, but the Eagles run so many RPOs that this can be kind of second nature for Jalen Hurts and read this out. We've seen this before. This is the game-winning touchdown, Devontae Smith against the Cowboys a few weeks back, where the number one read is Dallas Goedert, is the tight end on this play, but when that's taken away, Jalen's got that ability to get to his second read in the RPO. That showed up in this game. It may be a ho-hum catch for Devontae Smith, but that could show up in big moments like it did a few weeks ago against Dallas. And then, of course, you've got the typical drop-back element of the Eagles passing game, and Jalen Hurts had a number of really impressive throws on Sunday afternoon against the Colts. Let's take a look at some of my favorite reps from QB1. Drop-back pass game, a number of really impressive throws from Jalen Hurts in this game. This one early on, the condensed formation, play action, shot play. Look at the intermediate throw to A.J. Brown in stride, but I love that this is a firm touch throw. We've seen a number of these from Jalen Hurts this season. This one on the money. He's got to put this over the linebacker, Zaire Franklin, who gets good depth. Jalen's got to place this over the backer in stride with enough speed and velocity that he can still create yards after catch for A.J. Brown. You see that here on that play. On this one, this is 2nd and a mile. Look at the pocket management here from Jalen as he's able to step up, get square back to the pocket, and deliver this ball to Devontae Smith on the run. That's 17 yards to set up 3rd and manageable there for the Eagles on that drive. And then one more anticipation throw outside the numbers. Devontae Smith, it is a ISO ball all the way, but really nice anticipation there from Jalen, getting that ball to Devontae for a first down. And then one more here. This is the touchdown to Quez Watkin, a well-designed play by the Eagles against man-to-man coverage. You've got the corner on the opposite side. He's occupied. Quez Watkin, he runs away from outside leverage, and he runs into the void for a touchdown. That play works against cover 1. It works against cover 3. Jalen puts this on the money in the red zone for a touchdown. All right, so let's now transition over to the defensive side of the football, where Jonathan Gannon's unit really stood out on Sunday against the Colts. Outstanding against the run for much of this football game and got after quarterback Matt Ryan when it mattered most. Let's take a look at 3 of my favorite reps, some key rushes in crunch time from the Eagles defensive front. Defensively, you saw the pass rush really pick up here late in the game. Haason Reddick, he does an outstanding job of winning here off the ball. He's able to cross face the tackle and get home for a sack of Matt Ryan. Give a lot of credit to the backers on the backside of this play. Watch here, it's a mesh route from the Indianapolis Colts in the low red zone. Look at the job that Kaiser White and TJ Edwards do of passing off these routes, and this ultimately becomes a coverage sack in my opinion. They do a great job of getting Matt Ryan off those initial couple reads, and Haason Reddick's got time to get home. Now, later in the game, Javon Hargrave, Brandon Graham, look at their ability to win off the ball. BG, with great power, is able to push the rookie left tackle back into the quarterback's lap. But Matt Ryan's got nowhere to go with this football. The rush did an outstanding job of constricting the pocket there and getting home for a crucial sack. And then you have the final play of the game. It's 4th and very long. Fletcher Cox off the ball. He's able to win high side, get the quarterback, Matt Ryan, off his spot. And at that point, on 4th and 17 or whatever it was at this point, Matt Ryan's not making this play. He's got to force the check down here. And now the defense can rally to the football and win the game. Outstanding job from Fletcher Cox to get the defense off the field. All right, so while we're talking about the defensive line, we have to talk about two of the newest Eagles, Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph. Both players made their debut on Sunday. Credit to them for getting ready on a short week. Credit to the Eagles coaches for getting them prepped as well. But it seemed like whenever they showed up, some of their teammates also arriving at the party. Let's take a look at some of my favorite reps from Suh and from Linval in Sunday's win. Really fun to watch the additions of Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph show up time and time again, but it wasn't just those two guys. Everybody across the front contributing here. Linval's able to get off this ball, but Fletcher Cox did a great job of getting into the backfield and forcing a cutback. Here you see both of these guys in on this play. Suh on the left, Joseph in the middle. Watch how stout they both are. Kaiser White, he presses the line of scrimmage and gets into the backfield. Great job against Jonathan Taylor for much of this game. Linval Joseph posting up inside, and you see his ability to two-gap and take on multiple gaps, but then you see also Milton Williams, his ability to discard from a block and get into the backfield. Now, watch this play. BG, he's going to drop into coverage here, takes away the shallow cross. Matt Ryan, he's got nowhere to go with the football. Now you've got Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh. They're able to combine for a sack. That starts with BG and his ability to drop in coverage and take away an underneath throw. Now here, watch Linval Joseph. He's drawing the double team. Look at the job from 55, 91, and 97. There is nowhere for Jonathan Taylor to go with this ball. All three of those guys did an outstanding job dominating their one-on-one blocks and getting into the backfield. Here, you're going to see both Suh and Linval Joseph. Look at them both. Post up here, defeat a block, play side, and now you've got Suh getting in on the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. Look at all the white jerseys constantly flowing to the football. And then finally, one here on the pass game, and Ndamukong Suh winning off the ball here. He's able to get into the backfield, force Matt Ryan off his spot in the red zone, force an incomplete pass. Suh and Linval, outstanding debuts here for both of those guys, but credit everybody in that defensive front with their execution on Sunday. And then the last clip I wanted to show, it was a big theme from Monday night's loss against the Washington Commanders. The Eagles on 3rd down really struggled to get off the field. That was not the case against the Colts on Sunday. We knew Matt Ryan, he wanted to get the ball out of his hands fast. That was the case last week in their win against the Raiders. It showed up here in this one against the Eagles, and the Eagles did some good things to force Matt Ryan to hold the football here on the most important down in the game. It was apparent that Matt Ryan wanted to get the ball out of his hands fast on 3rd down. And watch here what the Eagles do to make sure, try to take away some of those quick game throws. 3rd and 1, Josiah Scott underneath zone coverage, eyes back to the quarterback here in cover 4, basic quarters coverage, nearly comes up with the interception. It was almost like a trap coverage there in the slot for Michael Pittman. 3rd and 8, watch what the Eagles do here. They're going to do a great job of double teaming the slot receiver, Paris Campbell. You've got Michael Pittman taken away at the bottom of the screen as well. But this bracket coverage forces the quarterback to get off that read. James Bradbury sits on the outside slant, and Matt Ryan has nowhere to go with the football. Eagles once again get off the field. 3rd and 5. Watch Marcus Epps here on this play. They're going to just roll down. This is basically cover 3, but since they're rolling the coverage into the strength of the formation, that takes away that quick in-breaking route. That puts Josiah Scott on an island. He does an outstanding job, despite getting pushed at the top of the route, of finishing and poking the ball out for an incompletion. Eagles once again get off the field on 3rd down. So a big-time defensive performance on one side, the offense coming through late in the clutch to get into the end zone and win this football game. A lot to break down. We will continue to do so over on the Eagle Eye in the Sky podcast. Myself, Greg Cosell, Ben Fennell, Chris McPherson. Go find it wherever podcasts can be found. And obviously get ready for next Sunday night's game against the Green Bay Packers. We'll be doing that over on Eagles Game Plan. Until then, we will see you next time right here on the All-22 Review.